Ready, Billy?
We ready?
Ready.
Mike, should I send you up this time?
Check. One. Check.
This is chapter 5.
One. Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Chapter 5.4. We're going to do, what are we calling it? A recap of Wrestlemania 35?
Recap of Wrestlemania.
Is this probably one of the worst Manias ever? Just top 5 worst out of 35. It was nothing exciting.
Me and Bill were talking. It was just average. It was WrestleMania, but it wasn't like, wow! Did you see what happened?
I
tell you what, how do you say it? No
oh my God moments.
Yeah.
It probably would have been better if there was 12 matches on the card.
Yeah, we didn't need 43 matches.
Oh my! I think what was 16, 17?
And the order of the matches.
Yeah, the order of the matches they had them was dumb.
Just dumb.
Okay, so why? Okay, we don't need to worry about pre-show because that was just a waste.
Yes, we do.
Carmelo won the Battle Royal.
Oh yeah, okay, we have Battle Royals in the pre-show. Why did they have those in the pre-show?
They should have been on the main card.
Yes, thank you.
And Ray versus Joe should have been on the pre-show.
Yeah.
There was no reason.
Because that was what, 3 minutes?
And there was like a 2-week build-up to that match.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about that match. So why put that on the main show?
I think the problem was that like Mysterio was still hurt from Tuesday.
Yeah, he had
he played that off
he
a
had
little bit too.
sprained ankle.
But I think it should have been moved up to the pre-show and moved the Battle Royals, and then even Revival, they're losing their titles on the pre-show. How can you have a title match on the pre-show and have them lose the belts?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was plenty of other matches.
Showcase your titles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like I didn't even notice when we were watching it, but Kevin Owens wasn't even on the show.
Nope.
No.
Why bring him back and not even put him on the show? Yeah. That makes no sense. He gets the title match a month ago.
Did you see who made his long-awaited debut back in the Battle Royal? Luke Harper.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what a way to shit on a really cool comeback.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just strolling around. Oh, he's in the Battle Royal.
Yep.
Dumb.
And
or Ember Moon in the women's one.
Or the fall from grace for Asuka. Going from the greatest match, one of the best matches in women WrestleMania history, the year before against Charlotte, losing to Charlotte, but still one of the best matches, and then losing the Battle Royal when she's won.
But she got her own entrance.
Yeah. Ooh. Her Naomi, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, come on.
We'll give you some music.
But yeah, the Battle Royals I think should have been on the main card. The tag title match should have been on the main card. You put the matches that nobody wants to watch.
Oh, I tell you what, the first match you had, the Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy.
That was a good match.
It was really good, I thought. But it's like, I'm not invested in these guys.
I don't care for Cruiserweight.
I mean, I don't watch 205 Live.
No. I don't either.
But
there's just too much on to watch.
Is that on the network?
These guys can go.
Yeah.
But I didn't care.
After SmackDown, I believe.
I didn't care who won.
No. I guess I'll take Tony Nese over Buddy Murphy, but...
Why, because Buddy Murphy's dating Alexa Bliss?
I thought... Who's dating Seth Rollins?
That's
Becky Lynch, not Bliss. Okay. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, who did you think... Who do you think would have won the girls' Battle Royal?
I was hoping for Asuka.
Or they should call it...
I think
like
she should.
Xbox said, they should call it the China Memorial Battle Royal.
They should call it the China Memorial.
Who are you rooting for in the girls' Battle Royal?
Absolutely, Asuka.
Asuka?
They screwed her out of that title.
Asuka?
They should have just, hey, here's a stupid trophy for you.
And don't get me wrong, Carmella. I don't mind Carmella.
No, but...
And I think she's evolved from when she was
blonde.
Yeah.
With the other guys. The two other...
Was anybody...
Jabrones.
Was anybody a little excited when it was Sarah Logan for 3 seconds that won it? Until Carmella came back?
No, I wasn't excited
I was a little disappointed. I'm like, really, Logan?
And I think
over
part
Asuka?
of it, but I think part of it is, Logan is, she's part of the Riot Squad, and they just make them look terrible on TV every week. Yeah. And they bury them every week. Yeah. And I think that those three could be really good. They could be superstars.
Split them up or something.
Yeah.
But then there's crap on them then.
I was rooting for Sonya Deville to win that.
Yeah, me too.
I like her.
I wouldn't have minded that.
I wouldn't have minded her. But we went on like a...
Well, that could have started up a really good storyline with Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose being jealous about that, breaking that team up.
But we went on like a 5-10 minute rant last week about how they've mistreated Asuka for the last 2 years. So I was kind of cheering for Asuka.
I don't know. Everybody can't get a lollipop every time, so.
Well, then they either need more lollipops or less people begging for lollipops, right?
Well, that's the thing. You know, I mean, hey, I love the women's division, but it's starting to ball up a bit, you know.
There's no storylines.
Great. Thank God they do have the tag team titles now.
The only storyline they really have for the women is the Riot Squad getting squashed every week.
Exactly.
That's a storyline.
Yeah, 'cause there's no woman storyline now.
No.
With
I think Becky, unless you got Becky and Lacey, you're gonna start one, which is
It's
makes
too
zero
early for
sense.
Lacey to do that, but I think that's what might be happening.
But I think Becky's gonna get another storyline going on SmackDown because she's gonna be on both shows.
Yeah.
And plus, Charlotte's gonna get a rematch sooner or later.
And then what? The belts are gonna bounce around. Is it gonna be for one belt? Is it gonna be for both?
Well,
Does she want the blue one
shouldn't
back?
be talking about the women right now yet.
Yeah.
We gotta move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
just
So
let's
stick
go
with
down the
Mania.
list on
We
Mania
get so
here.
riled up here. Hawkins and Ryder took the belts off Revival.
BS.
BS. Total BS.
Revival should be one of the elite tag teams.
Keep the belts on them for a year or two.
They killed the streak.
Yeah.
They killed the streak.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Ryder and
Sure, it was a
Hawkins.
losing streak.
I don't mind Ryder and Hawkins, but they're like Ryder is an Intercontinental Champion, Hawkins is a 205 guy.
Yeah. And Revival are tag team champs.
Yes.
Yeah. But look at the Revival since they gave them those belts. They've been jobbing all over the place since they get.
Losing, yeah.
It's been
Non-title
non-title
matches and losing.
Yeah.
But
Why put the belts on them then? Strowman won the men's battle royal.
That's a big shock, huh?
That was, I wasn't.
you say it every week.
Were you entertained by the Saturday Night Live guys?
No.
I thought that was just kind of dumb.
What a
I-
waste.
I laughed when he showed up in a Cleveland Browns jersey
The Odell
in New
Beckham.
York.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I giggled.
But
But we didn't need them taking the
6 months
highlights
ago,
away.
like I said, 6 months ago, Braun Strowman was feuding with Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
and Roman Reigns. Now he's feuding. He didn't even make the regular show of WrestleMania. He's feuding with two comedians from Saturday Night Live.
Pre-show.
And Braun don't need a belt anyways.
No.
But he needs to be
Showcased.
with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
I
Pre-show
said
Mania.
this a couple weeks ago, and I continue to say this. He's this era's version of the Big Show. The Big Show was an absolute joke the last 5 years because he was a comedy act, and that's how they're treating him now.
So, let's see. Braun Strowman's a good guy this week, right?
They should do that. How they did that with Big Show. He's heel face. Heel face.
They
That
will do that.
was a little annoying.
They will do that. They almost started doing it, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was a couple weeks. It's like, wait, what is he doing?
Yeah. He's buddies with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler.
Now he's helping Roman.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's starting.
Yeah.
Poor Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Your career's over.
So then after that, we did have Alexa Bliss start Mania.
The host.
The host
Alexa
snapped her
Bliss.
fingers, and what did we get?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh man, who popped?
I did.
I did.
love Hulk
I was like, all right. Oh,
I guess I
just
did a little bit.
the,
You
the
know-
music, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
It makes you feel like a kid. It's like
Yeah.
Mania. There's
Yeah.
Hogan. It's like peanut butter and
Let
jelly.
me tell you something, brother. That was awesome.
And Hogan is the king.
Yeah.
I thought Jerry Lawler was.
I did like how they tied into the
Heyman's
first match. Yeah.
Heyman storming the ring.
Yeah.
But why did Brock and Seth start Mania?
Because if they weren't going to be for or last,
last,
they're
you wanna
gonna
be first.
Because Brock has better things to do,
Yep.
Okay.
and which I can go with that. And
Yeah, if Brock's not main event, then I don't know.
Yeah, he was probably home, on his couch before the main event.
Oh, he was probably in bed sleeping before Mania ended.
Yeah.
Oh, what else did we get? Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could talk about Brock and Rollins.
Yeah.
How quick that match was for
was
a
real-
Rollins match, and how
Yeah, so what was it? Maybe 5 minutes outside the ring before the match even
before the
started?
match even started, where
And then
Yeah.
maybe 5 minutes in the ring?
I kind of like the way they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so actually surprised because I was predicting Brock to go over after the way they treated him last week on Raw.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. So I was surprised when Rollins actually won the belt.
And I'm happy for Seth Rollins because he deserves it. He's been carrying the company for the last.
And he'll be there every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a champ on Raw.
Yep.
And the next day he's defending the championship.
Yep.
I like it.
Until he gets hurt.
Until he gets hurt. Orton and Styles. That was an okay match.
That was a good match.
It was a good match.
Yes.
But they're both good workers.
Yeah.
So that's why it was.
It was decent. It wasn't. There was no slop. There was no misses.
And you had a lot of the high spots and the kickouts and.
I really thought Orton was going to win that match.
Yeah.
I actually did too.
Maybe he's getting close to retirement or something. You know?
Could be.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
He's been in there for 20
He's the
years.
same age as Cena.
You know what? It is. Orton's gotten kind of stale.
Yeah.
He's been the same character. He's wrestled everybody.
And he's gone from heel to face.
Yeah.
How many
And
times?
what else can you do with him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the
the thing.
Viper.
You need to change him up somehow.
Maybe put him in a tag team or something.
Something. Yeah. He's getting kind of stale.
Well, his last tag team was what? Rated RKO
Yeah.
with Edge.
Edge.
That was okay. I didn't mind that.
No, I didn't mind that either.
But he doesn't like anybody. He can't have a partner.
Because everybody's afraid he'll turn on him. Anyway.
Yeah. I know.
What do you guys think of the 4-way tag match for the belts? I'm
Can you
happy with the Usos.
Can you remind me who was all in that?
Aleister Black and Ricochet. The Bar.
The Bar.
Who's the fourth one?
Doesn't matter. Does it?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I'm just trying to let the viewers know who was all in
I
that.
didn't even write it down. I was so bored with it.
Black and Ricochet.
Bar.
The Bar.
Wasn't glorious.
Nope, because they're in a battle royal.
Michael
This is
Che and Colin
embarrassing.
Jost.
This is embarrassing. That was only 2 days ago.
We're old. We're in our 40s.
Was it a SmackDown team or a Raw team?
It was, I'm
Oh,
pretty
SmackDown.
Sure, I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's
Usos were SmackDown, right?
Yeah, it was a SmackDown.
Oh, it was
take.
Nakamura and Rusev.
Oh, poor Nakamura and Rusev. We forgot about you guys.
But they shouldn't be in a tag team.
No.
No, they shouldn't.
They should both be going for a belt.
Yeah.
And like a U.S. title for Nakamura, Rusev should be in the title hunt for the heavyweight.
But that's what they do when you don't have anything for them.
Yeah.
They
But-
put them together with somebody who makes zero
like
sense.
throw 'em in the
like
tag team.
Rusev when he was battling Cena, that was the best of his career.
Yeah.
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 You know, because that was
Now he's doing
Rusev
Snickers
shining right
commercials.
there. But in Nakamura,
Dollar General too.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for the Miz candy bar, ain't that what they have? The awesome Snickers or something at Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, the Usos are top tag team, and
Yeah, I like the Usos.
I love the Usos. Awesome.
And they're another team. It seems like it's like they're flip flopping right now.
yeah, they need to just
like-
stop.
Good or bad?
What do we
They're
think
wearing white.
of Shane and the Miz?
That was crazy.
So I like that match.
That was crazy.
That was really
Probably
like that
that
match.
was probably the match of the night, huh?
I wasn't a huge fan of the finish. Yeah. Business
Do it sideways. Do that turn. There you go.
Wait.
And then Shane comes
Shane
over
comes-
and no, lift him up. You're doing it wrong. That was good. Shane is such a good heel.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a big fan of the. I thought the Miz needed a win, a bigger win like that.
Yeah.
Shane
doesn't
you don't,
need it.
You don't give. Shane's like wrestles once, maybe twice a year. He didn't need a win at WrestleMania. The Miz needed a win to kind of.
Shane's the best in the world.
It wasn't a legit win. It was more like an oops slop.
Yeah.
I landed on you,
Yeah.
so I get the win.
And you know what? I think that didn't take anything away from the Miz by losing.
no,
that
no.
match.
So they did it safe.
So
I
they
was
did it
I was
safe.
impressed with the Miz on how vicious he was in his beatdown. I thought.
Well, I tell you what, Shane looks always stiff. His punches, always
Yeah.
look stiff. But then when the Miz started throwing him, like, there you go, son of a bitch, that's
Yep.
payback
Don't mess with my dad.
for giving
no,
me
it's
cauliflower ear.
I thought it was a good match, and I'd say it was probably right up there with match of the night.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I think it was.
from where they started to where they finished, they fought a pretty good distance away from the ring.
Yeah, they went about 50 yards.
I know.
50 yards downfield
Field.
And this is
and into the rafters.
and this is off the topic of WrestleMania.
No.
Just
Okay.
hear me out.
Mike, why do you do this?
Sorry.
Every time we're together, you always got to go
But-
over something.
They got the best prime rib.
No. But
Camera guy, I know.
the next
Spit it out.
the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
The Miz is winning Money in the Bank.
You think? All right. You want me to write it down?
Is that your
I'll
prediction?
remember.
Yep.
Does he need it?
I don't think he needs it,
No.
but why would you push him for a heavyweight belt against Seth Rollins or something, or Kofi?
Miz hasn't had a title run in a few years.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I was really hoping he was going to take it off of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
They could have made that storyline go.
4-way tag match for the women's title.
Yeah, you guys okay with Iconics taking the belts off
No.
Sasha and Bailey?
I don't mind it.
As long as it's not Tamina, the Wild Samoans don't need the belts.
I'm a Peyton Royce fan.
Peyton Royce is smoking hot, dude.
As far as wrestling, though,
Billy Kay, I don't know where
those two
she tucks her
were
penis.
are
but-
not good wrestlers right now.
No.
You want to make women's wrestling more serious. Natty and Beth, if you were going to change the titles,
No,
Natty and Beth.
Beth was a one and done.
But I would have liked to see them get the belts and then maybe lose them on the next night on Raw or a week or two.
Iconics are just, they're not good wrestlers right now.
Well, no,
They're iconic.
They're a transitional champion. They'll lose him at the next pay-per-view.
Against who?
I don't mind the Iconics, but
I don't hate them, but
be
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Face
just,
team thrown together.
A face team from SmackDown?
Or Raw. I mean, if they're floating champs now.
We'll see if they float like Sasha and Bailey did.
but
Naomi and Carmella, maybe. I don't know.
I was thinking Naomi and Ember Moon. Possibly.
Oh, yeah, they had the colored hair. The bright
I did not
colored hair.
mind Carmella and Naomi together.
No.
Like, they both dance. They at least had something in common. No? You didn't like it?
I like the floss. I can.
You can do it? Floss
No.
it. Okay, so we got Kofi taking the belt off Bryan. Thank goodness.
That was a really good match.
That was a really good match.
That right there. Now, like, you got the Shane and Miz with all the crazy stuff. But if you want a true, like, wrestling
Technical
match,
wrestling match.
that was match of the night. Because they both are great wrestlers.
The beginning of that match, like the stare down, did it kind of feel like Austin or Rock and Hogan? WrestleMania 18? Kind of a little bit like the.
I didn't.
like a
I
slight
didn't think.
vibe.
I didn't
feel
think
it.
that.
No.
No.
No, I didn't feel that. Sorry.
It's like.
Because they're not even close to the Rock and Hogan.
Oh, no. I'm
But
not
you know what I
saying
mean?
that.
Yeah, they.
To me, they're both B+ players. You got the Rock and Hogan are A+. You know.
But like I said, they both are great wrestlers, and they both put on a match.
Yeah, it was
Like,
really good.
I was just like, wow, that's a. And I was glad there was no outside interference because, like, I was glad it was a clean match.
yeah, exactly.
Because I'm getting tired of all the matches like that with all the outside interference. And,
Yeah, especially with Rowan being on the side like that. It's like, now there's going to be shenanigans.
and then you had the New Day take them out, and so then at least that eliminated that, and I'm glad the New Day stayed away.
Yeah, that was a
Just let the
very
match
physical, great wrestling match.
Yeah, like I said, I don't care for Daniel Bryan that much, but he's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
But I just don't. He's not one of my top 10, 20,
No.
30. He's just a wrestler that I don't care for.
He's
Like,
no great guy.
He's
Can you imagine Greg Gagne with a beard and hair like Daniel Bryan?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Imagine Greg Gagne versus Sami Zayn.
Greg Gagne would win.
So how long did Ray and Joe match go?
About
3
30
minutes?
seconds. No, it wasn't even that, was it?
Yeah, it was 3 minutes.
Really?
Ray got a little bit of offense in.
A little bit. Then they made it
got
look
the
like he
619
tripped up
in
on
it.
Even
his.
before his ankle injury, nobody cared about that match.
Yeah, that was just
I
kind of
think if-
thrown together.
And I think that they should have, like, Ray and Andrea, what's his name?
Andrade.
They had some
Andrade,
damn good matches.
CN almost, but they dropped the CN.
But they've had really good matches. And
Charlotte.
then to have them do that,
Does he know about that?
Yeah, he's upset.
but to have them do that in just 3 minutes or whatever it was just a waste of time.
He couldn't go.
No.
He couldn't
They
go.
should eliminate that match.
Change it up. Put somebody else in.
Yeah.
Put Dominic, his son, in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw my mask
would
on
like
quick.
to-
He's been training, I guess, and
I would have
traveling with Ray.
liked, I would have liked to seen Joe versus Kevin Owens.
Who? Samoa Joe?
Versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Or as Hulk Hogan says, Samoan Joe.
Samoan.
We got a bunch of great
Let's go from
wrestlers
Samoan to Roman. Roman and Drew. You guys okay with that match?
I was
Reigns wins?
bored. I was bored
Yeah,
with
it was boring.
Yeah.
Just a basic, normal.
I mean,
too big.
the way Drew McIntyre's been kicking ass lately, and then to get beat like that, it's
Well,
like,
you know, I
wow,
think-
he didn't even kick out.
But I think
It was
we're
just a
living off the
spear.
high of the Kofi Bryan match yet. Because that
Yeah.
match was so good. Then you go to the 3-minute Joe Ray match, then to Roman and Drew, which, like I said, it's all about the placement of where they
Yes.
put these
Yeah.
matches in the lineup.
They had Ray and Joe way
Exactly.
too early.
And by that time, people are starting
way,
to get
way
tired.
too late. Ray and
Yeah.
Joe was way too late. Ray and Joe should have been your. If you want to kick off with Brock and Rollins, Samoa and Joe and Ray should have been next, and just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And they're just the way that they did the whole card should have been flip flop some stuff.
Yeah.
To keep
Placement
you
is
into
important.
it. But other than that, I like. Well, I thought it was a good match with Roman Reigns and Drew.
Yeah, it was basic. It was
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
basic.
It wasn't horrible.
It was a match
No,
that
it
you would
was-
see on Monday Night Raw. though.
Exactly. It was a Raw match. It wasn't.
It wasn't a main event or a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't like a 5-star.
And maybe 2.5 star.
Yeah, about that.
So Billy, what do you think of Cena coming back as the Thugonomics?
Doctor of Thugonomics.
I like him.
Yeah.
I think
That was a little surprise.
Here's the deal. I'm not a huge Cena fan, like everybody knows, but that was the Thugonomics gimmick. That was my favorite Cena gimmick. I wish they would have stayed with that gimmick. I always got a kick of that gimmick.
and see now, like with him coming back like that, it was kind of odd because he's from Boston, and they had
Wearing a
and,
Yankees jersey.
But
Well, the whole backstory then,
But I think it's the whole Babe Ruth thing.
Yeah.
He's the Babe Ruth of the WWE. But to have him come out and mess with Elias was just a waste. And granted, he is funny. It was probably one of the better parts of WrestleMania. I
the
thought.
entertaining part.
Entertaining part. But if you're going to have him come back, John Cena come back, have him come back and wrestle Kurt Angle in his last match, which we'll get to in a little bit.
I was hoping beyond.
that at the Hall of Fame.
I was hoping beyond hope that Elias would start singing, and
Rock.
and the Rock would come out.
And
Yeah.
seeing that I think would have did a lot bigger pop.
Yep.
And-
We didn't get
and-
any real big pops. did we?
Rocky could have flown his private jet for a couple minutes, and then got back on the jet.
But I think if Cena's going to come back, I kind of hope that he's that way, and they try to turn him heel that way.
Well, if he stays with SmackDown, because
He
I
can
know,
be edgy and do that.
well, yeah, Fox.
FU.
I know
Yeah.
Fox wants
Fox
to be
wants
an edgier show.
An edgier show.
Maybe
If
that's
Cena
what they're
did the
setting up
AA,
for.
did the FU.
That was pretty funny. I'm like, ooh, he said "fu."
Yeah. He
But
said something
I-
about nuts too.
Yeah,
Yeah, something about these nuts.
pistachios.
Pistachios.
And-
God, I love pistachios. I really do.
I love John Cena.
I know. You're nuts.
It was a very entertaining spot.
What do you guys think of Batista and Triple H? Batista got his nose ring ripped out.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
How about-
Batista
did
got
any-
his ass kicked.
Literally.
But
yeah.
did anybody else see when Batista got in the ring and he fell down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
was.
was kind of. It looked like he was kind of laughing about it.
But he played it off though,
He
because
played
then
it
he
off.
got out and then
Yeah.
he pointed at Sean. Then he came back in the ring and he stopped and went really slow.
Yeah.
And then he kind of chuckled about it. I thought he did a really good job.
You have
about
to
it.
laugh at yourself and
Yeah.
not pretend it didn't happen
Yeah,
because we're not.
I thought he
Yeah, we saw
played it off well.
accidents happen.
But and for them both being what 50, over 50.
Yeah.
59, 73, something like that.
What?
They're old.
But anyways, with them being older, I thought they put on a good match. It was too long
Yeah.
Yeah.
for to have that late in the show.
Yeah.
After you had all the other stuff.
You think that placement was good?
I think it was. I think it was okay. It could have been lower in the card. It could have been right before the main event, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Because the matches that they had going up to the main event, I could have cared less about much. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a good match. They both did well. They surprised me. I'll say it that
It
way.
was brutal.
He was whipping
That's what I'm
Batista
saying.
with a chain.
Yeah,
I
I thought it'd be worse than. I thought it'd be a bad match, and I was actually surprised.
If it was
I
a
was
regular
surprised
match,
too.
it wouldn't have worked, right? It
Yeah.
had
Correct.
to be like
it had to
this.
be that where
I
they
was
could.
surprised too.
And I did like that Flair came in at the end
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, because that kind of like that ties the story together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sealed the deal. Like,
End of
hey,
scene.
son of a bitch, take this.
Yep.
And I do kind of have respect. I do have a lot of respect for Batista coming back. He wanted to end it on his terms. He's a big movie star. He didn't need to come back.
No.
You know. And
Oh,
he
he-
couldn't-
yeah, he wanted
If you
that
watch
last
this, you're
match.
afraid he's gonna beat you up.
I tell you what, though, he looked good. I thought, like,
Yeah.
movement-wise in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he could go.
I'm sure he was training for a couple
Because,
weeks.
like you said, when he first came in the ring, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a really bad match.
Can't even get in the ring. There's a lot of ring rust.
But when he got going, man, it looked good. He looked really good.
Yeah. And I always liked Batista. He
Yeah.
was out of Evolution. He was my favorite.
yeah.
And and I just
Triple H finally got that win over Batista
yeah with the help of Ric Flair
and the sledgehammer.
and a sledgehammer. But I thought that could have been like right before the main event, or if anything, the two matches that we'll be talking about next could have been higher and have Kofi and Bryan after them.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
That'd have been the only thing I might
just
have.
brutal
Yeah.
with the tools they brought out and the channel
Yeah,
locks.
that
and
channel locks.
Yeah, and
And
the fingers and.
ripping
But
up
they
the
were already
motor.
the channel locks were already spaced out
Yeah.
enough where they weren't.
They probably made.
Crimping down on
They
it.
probably
And one of these years,
fixed them so they didn't.
one of these years, Trips is going to have to call it. I mean,
Yeah, maybe he'll challenge Undertaker.
Well,
next year.
he's going to be, he's the authority figure. He's going to be like the Vince McMahon, like if you're going to challenge me, we're gonna throw it out at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I can see that happening for a while.
Yeah.
With Triple H, which I don't mind because he's still.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
He's
you
still
know,
good. He's
Having
still,
an authority figure that can still. You're going to challenge me, all right?
well, Christ, Vince did it till what, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's what in his 70s.
well, that's Vince shouldn't have been doing it.
He should have. He did.
Well, even like freaking with just a couple months ago, AJ Styles punched him, knocked
Yep.
him on his ass.
Did the Angle Corbin match go too long? Shouldn't have been a lot quicker.
Yeah, you know what?
And
I
that's-
almost like phased that match out.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what really happened.
No.
It shouldn't have been that high on the card.
And why did Corbin win it?
You can't really say it's passing of the torch, right?
No.
I mean,
No, I honestly don't know why that, and that's right there. That's where John Cena should have came back
Yeah.
and wrestled because who was Kurt Angle's first opponent or John Cena's
yeah.
first appointment?
Yeah.
Ruthless aggression.
yeah,
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah, that
And
would.
I think that would have been the greatest. That would have been because then that would have been a better match.
That's what all the fans wanted. They knew.
they
like-
should have had a backstage segment where you saw Corbin get knocked out on the floor, then you saw John Cena walking away from him, and then hit the music.
They could have
Thugonomics.
saved. Yeah, they could
Or,
have saved
or,
that.
or they could just show Baron Corbin knocked out and back, and all of a sudden,
Lars Sullivan show. No.
on the Thugonomics shows up, and then he walks out.
Yeah, I think you needed to see John Cena. You needed to see John Cena's jean shorts walking over
Not his
Corbin.
face, just
not his face.
No, the
we
Reeboks.
don't need face.
The pump ups.
The pumps.
would have
You
been
need
good.
to see. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
the feet. You just see
Yeah.
Corbin and Reeboks walking by,
Yeah.
and then his music hits.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. Who would have popped for that?
That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Bruce
But-
Pritchard. Why didn't you think of that?
That would have been awesome. Reebok pumps. Go get
But
some.
like I said earlier,
Who is that?
give Angle's last match. If he wanted to put somebody over, nobody cares about Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's probably not
No
even going
one-
to be in the company 2 years from
That was
now.
a pee break match.
There's heel heat, and then there's heat because nobody cares for you.
Corbin.
That's what Baron Corbin is. Nobody cares about Baron Corbin.
I don't know what they're doing with him. I just don't know.
I've never been a big fan of him, even when he was in NXT.
Is he related to Vince somehow that he's getting this push every week?
He needs to give him
TGI Fridays.
needs to give him some money for a wrestling outfit.
Yeah,
Instead of wearing his jeans and
a button-down shirt.
button-down shirt.
I don't get it. I know he needs to wear a shirt because he's got that goofy looking belly button. But put on his sleeveless tee that he used to wear.
Well, maybe Kevin Nash should be like, hey, I'm not using my stuff anymore.
Yeah, this might fit you.
Yeah. Put on a couple.
What was
pounds.
up with that? Them having the outsiders being doctors. What was up
Check
with
the
that?
prostate.
That didn't
I don't
make any
know.
sense.
Just a comic thing, I guess. Were you guys disappointed that we were told the Demon was going to show up at Mania?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been another pop for everybody if you
if you
wouldn't have
showed
told
up.
us.
Yep. Because I love when he's dressed up.
I don't know.
That's when he's at his
but
best.
don't tell us.
Bobby Lashley had those crazy contacts in his eyes.
I don't
that
like
scared me.
I don't like when wrestlers do that.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Ray does that. Jeff Hardy does that. We don't need that. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that
to make you look
match-
goofy.
I was excited. I'm like, all right, the Demon. But then he comes out, and I'm like, it's the Demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a cool entrance.
No, I mean, it's WrestleMania, man. Do something really neat.
Yep.
And I've said this before on the show. I was very excited last year about Bobby Lashley coming back. He's
Ruined
just
it for
there.
you.
He's just there. He's just.
Yeah, it's just a
The belt, the IC belt, one of the most important belts in wrestling, is just bouncing around every other week.
Yeah.
Just dumb. All right, the Triple Threat Women's main event. Who's happy with that finish?
Now let's talk about the beginning.
You want to talk about the beginning?
Charlotte, her entrance in the chopper.
Helicopter.
Was that Corey?
What is that?
That's Ric Flair. That's
Rick-
Horseman.
He did that.
Great American Bash.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah. Flair had that entrance.
Oh, I did not know that. Now I got goosebumps. Look at that.
It was so cool.
That is cool. I did not know that. That makes sense.
And Charlotte should have won.
No,
She couldn't have.
they would have made no sense.
Anybody care that Joan Jett?
Saying
Played-
for Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
It was okay.
That's pretty cool.
I think we needed something like that.
Yeah. And there should have been, in reality, there should have been a couple other ones like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you got 8 hours, 7.5 hours wrestling, or that, what it was from.
So what are you saying? You wanted like a little pit bull break? Or Eminem or something?
I'd have been fine with that.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Well, who was happy to see Impractical Jokers there?
I was.
I was. I love those guys.
Yeah.
So
But I like, you look at, like, when Undertaker came out with Limp Bizkit, I think that same year Triple H had Motorhead.
Motorhead, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like it when they do stuff like that. Like the Wyatt family came out to a live band one year, and somebody else did it.
DX
Yeah.
came out like Chris Warren's band or whatever.
yeah,
And like we were talking earlier, they need, I don't know how you could do it, but they need to break some of it. Break it up a little bit. Because I came over to his house, it was 3:30. And what time did I leave?
11:30.
11:30.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's too much.
That's
that's way
ridiculous.
too much time with you, Mike.
That is way too much.
Did he
time.
offer you a soft drink?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He had beverages. But you know what I'm saying?
I think an hour and a half is too much with Mike right now. But
But
Come on, guys.
You know,
Come on.
before they were talking about how it should have just been Ronda and Becky, but actually Charlotte played a really big part.
Charlotte and Becky, when they're in the ring together, we needed that wrestling.
Charlotte is unbelievable.
I changed my mind after the match started and I saw Becky and Charlotte in there and they were wrestling.
Yeah,
You had the Becky and Ronda with the
you needed Charlotte in there
slugfest.
too.
the slugfest
You knew Charlotte wasn't going to go over, but she needed to be in that match.
to keep it a wrestling match.
And the way they set up the table, I don't think a woman going into the table like that.
They hit it way too low.
Yeah, I don't think they needed it.
They
No,
didn't-
they didn't.
That didn't do anything.
well, I just
It didn't eliminate.
Well-
Who went in there? Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte. It did eliminate her, which was
Long enough.
the main thing,
Yeah.
like to get her. Okay, she's done. Now let's go for the
Yeah.
finish.
but like you said, it was just too long, and it was. I think the crowd was
Yeah,
had enough.
I was trying to get into
I know
it.
I had enough.
Yeah, it was just way too much.
Mania should not be 7 hours.
No.
Keep it, bring it. Even 4 is fine. I'm
Yeah.
okay with 4.
Or do it how they did back in the day. They started it earlier. They
Those people in New York were getting home they were leaving the arena at 12:30.
try 3 in the morning.
By the
Really?
time they got out of traffic.
Yep. They had like Ubers
I didn't
and
even think of that.
subways
Oh
and
my
trains
God.
and shit.
Oh my God.
People were stranded. There was a guy that called in today on the Busted Open radio show and said he didn't get out of MetLife Stadium until 3 in the morning.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because the subways were crap, I guess in Brooklyn or Jersey. The taxis were crap.
82,000 people trying to get out of one spot at the same time.
Yeah, they weren't prepared for
that.
Lyft and Uber. I guess was just they couldn't.
Yeah.
They had like a convoy of cars.
It's not like you can just drive up and park and go in
Yeah.
and go home.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, like, they got the 2-hour pre-show, knock that down to an hour,
Yeah,
and then, so say you started at 5 o'clock.
do a 4-hour show.
I was just, you started at 5 o'clock for your pre-show, 5:30. You do a half-hour pre-show. You don't even have to have
One
a match.
match.
On there.
One sticker.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start the show at 6. Be done by 10.
Yeah,
Yep.
You don't
10:30
need. You don't need. You don't,
9:30, 9:45,
you
they
don't
used
need
to be done.
You don't
all
need
the time.
950. Yeah, it was always like right on
Yeah.
the money
You don't need 2 battle royals.
No.
because you knew it's like you look at the clock. Oh, this match is gonna be over soon.
Nobody cares about the cruiserweight title. You don't need.
Yeah.
But, and like you said, there was a lot of matches that were on there that they could have went without.
Yeah.
I do think most of the matches should be for championships, though. So I'm okay if there's a cruiserweight championship match at a Mania.
But if it's
That should be your pre-show.
or else the first match on the main card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got to be knocked down because that's just way too much.
Yep.
And and I love wrestling, and I watch it. I read about it, or I watch it every day. Do something with it. Put my action figures.
But I want to be
But yeah, I wanna
entertained. I want to feel so. Like at the end of NXT Takeover.
you want to watch more?
Yeah, I was like,
Let's go back
Man,
and
I'm
watch
like,
that.
And there was only 5
that
matches.
That was
Yeah.
heartwarming. At the end
Exactly.
of the way it ended, I'm like,
But
nobody's watching me, but I almost had a tear.
Yeah.
champ.
They get you. NXT does it right.
Yeah, because after their matches, you think to yourself, boy, that'd be awesome. We could watch like another 2 hours. Of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But in
Oh,
reality,
it's over?
you're like, well, it's over. Now you're excited for the next one.
Another
Yeah.
thing takeovers don't have is a lot of the videos showing us
What happened?
happened the
build-up.
last
Yeah.
6 months
Yeah.
to get to this.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Half of Mania
Oh, that just
was
drives me nuts.
was fluff.
Mania and Raw, they do that ridiculous.
We don't need that.
No.
Just wrestle.
Something that just
Moments
happened
ago.
5 minutes ago. Let's
Yeah.
go over it. And I'm like,
Earlier tonight.
10 minutes after that, let's go over it again.
Let
It's
me
like,
hold your hand.
Okay, we
like,
know.
every
We just
time.
saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But yeah, it's got to get cut down because that was just, and like I said, I would have hated to have been in New York and try to leave MetLife Stadium at 12:30 in the morning and be
Get
stuck.
to your hotel at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh.
Did you hear they're starting a pre-show for WrestleMania 36?
It started yesterday.
Yeah, it started yesterday. The pre-show.
Probably. Better make it bigger and better, bigger and badder.
All right, so back to the main event.
So then the match, was that botched?
I think what I heard is that Vince called an audible at the end, and then the ref must have relayed it to Becky. But I'm guessing maybe Becky, with her lack of wrestling's behind the scenes skills,
Becky?
or
Ronda.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Ronda probably didn't get it. She probably thought maybe she was supposed to win, so she was kicking out, and Becky was trying to pin her, or they're just trying to rush it and take it home.
No, I
I heard the original plan was for Becky to tap out Charlotte. That's the thing I heard.
So why is Ronda trying to kick out of the finish?
I don't know. I did
almost
like the
that-
way they ended it though.
finish almost seemed rushed. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Put her into that what they call it, the Piper's Pit.
Yeah,
Which
You know?
she needs to stop doing that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really dangerous.
She almost broke Dana Brooke's neck a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
because she twisted and Dana Brooke
But
landed on her.
I thought it was a pretty good finish. The referee was out of position, and the shoulders kind of went up first
Okay.
before.
Maybe that's the story then.
I don't know. I kind of thought,
Becky, you never pinned me.
but her
kicked
shoulders
out.
were down for the 2 and 3 count, but not for the 1 count.
Yeah. So maybe that's how it.
Should have ended. Or,
It's-
it's going to be played off as.
Yeah, that's how they're playing it
Ronda
off.
versus Becky at SummerSlam.
Because you didn't pin me. You didn't get the 3 on me.
Anybody else hear that she Ronda broke her hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that match?
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
wow.
right. Becky made some comment on Twitter.
Wow.
So is that Mania? I think
I'd say that's Mania.
it wasn't that great, but it
wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst.
It wasn't
Yeah.
the worst.
It wasn't the worst. It was.
And the only, like I said, my only complaint is the whole 7.5 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, that was too
because that's just
much.
too much for anybody to sit and watch.
very long.
So
All right. Well, maybe we should do this again next pay-per-view, huh?
possibly.
Chapter 6. Should we just Should we do point 4s just reviewing pay-per-views?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Point 4 out.
Point 4.
I love that hand gesture, that hand signal he does. Do it again.
Point 4 out.
No, point 4.
Point
Point
4
4.
out.
No, you got a point, then 4.
Oh shit!
You're doing it backwards.
Hey.
Point 4.
There we go.
Was he doing 4 point?
He's 4 point.
No.
He's Polish.
Point 4 out. There we go.
We're out.
I get paid by the hour. 10 pounds of golden shower. Gotta see the vision. One that's on the ground. On a positive hollow. Blank minds are always hollow. They'll be soon to follow. Living on the ground. Can't stand the sea. Try to keep in motion. 'Cause I feel so clean. Can't stand the sea. Try to keep in motion. I'm the man of the hour. 200 pounds, I'm hard to swallow. Gotta see the vision. One that's on the ground. Two legs to finish the battle. Cranked up and twist and throttle. Blank minds will follow. Living on the ground. Can't stand the sea. Try to keep in motion. 'Cause I feel so clean. Can't stand the sea. Try to keep in motion. 'Cause I feel so clean. Can't stand the sea.